This will be a video chart on ticker symbol ARIA. We will take a look at the 60-minute time frame. So this one obviously today had a pretty rough day. What we're looking at here is a 60-minute, like I said. And real quick, what that means, instead of each one of these bars or candlesticks as they're known representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents an hour's worth of price action. So it just gives us more of a kind of microscopic view of what's been going on, especially today. The reason I wanted to do this was after looking at the daily chart, not too much can be seen from it besides the obvious points of big gap down. But the one thing to keep in mind is from the daily chart perspective, did get a very nice hammer candle down there. So hammer candle combined with just this massive volume could see a nice little bounce here in the following days, assuming this is some sort of capitulation. Obviously, the market didn't like what it heard, but then there was plenty of buyers down here that were buying some shares. And I'm sure there were some shorts down here covering too. So we'll have to see what the next couple of days bring in terms of was this some sort of capitulation. But big volume and then a formation of a hammer candle, definitely worth at least putting on the watch list. So let's hop back down to the 60-minute, and that way we can talk about just a couple levels of resistance and so forth. So the one thing that sticks out is obviously the high right here where the price couldn't quite get above. This high right there was 590. That high right there was 610. So you could either split that difference or just use 610. I'm just going to, for the purpose of this chart, just leave it at 610 as that key level of resistance right now. That could, if the price can break through there, give it a nice pop. Even the moving averages, it's so overextended to the downside, even if it popped up just to any of these moving averages, more so, right around here, that would still be a nice little percentage gain, especially, if you're just looking to play a nice bottom bounce as a trade. In terms of supports, the one that seemed to be put in this afternoon was right down here. You can see the low of these candles right around, we'll call it 540. So 540 is going to be that short-term level of support that you're going to want to see hold if it continues to, kind of bounce back here. But if 540 does not hold, then I'd look for it to at least go down here. I mean, and I'm not even confident this would hold here down at $4, which is the low here. But I would expect at least a retest of this key level. And I'm going to make this line extra thick because it's a very, very important level of support. So again, if this area right up here around 5, what did I say here? Excuse me, this high was not 540. This low, the low here was 516. So I correct myself. If 516 does not hold, 515, 516, whatever you want to call it, then I'd definitely check a retest here. If you'd like to play another bounce, then accumulating some shares down here, at the $4 range would be a nice little risk versus reward setup. Assuming, of course, you are going to be disciplined and honor the stop loss that you put in. So you'd have to keep your risk very minimal. But given it proved to already be a nice little bounce point here, might be a nice setup to capture another little bounce there. So interesting setup here. We'll see if that hammer candle leads to anything else, but that is where the chart currently stands. If there are any other questions on it, please let me know. If you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and how to use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click below and look at our educational course. Over 8.5 hours of video and teaching spread across multiple videos. It's been getting great third-party reviews and testimonials. So I'd encourage you to make an investment into yourself as a trader and into your education, and check it out and give it a try. One more time, this was ARIA 60-minute chart. Thanks for listening.